It's Eric Pauly at erply.com. I am generating some assets for a large project that I'm working on. I am a freelance animator, and you can find me at erply.com. I do want to interject here to myself and say that I do have two cats and a dog that are probably going to make noise here in a little bit. I'm sure you'll hear them. Sorry about that. I'm also going to turn on some music. I hope you like Pussifer. That being said, no, I'm not going to monetize this video because of that. And you know what? That's a-okay. I'm alright with that. So let's open up Blender. So I'm going to create a series of buildings because I need to put something in the background here. Right? That's really what's going on. So I'm actually going to just duplicate this. Let's do it on the y-axis. Maybe about there. I could have done an array. But I didn't do that. Doesn't really matter. So I want these buildings mostly to be tall. And have at least a little bit of some texture to it. So they're all a little bit different from each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make some of these. You know what? I should grab this. Instead of grabbing it and doing it just by size, I'm gonna specifically grab it because I want the z-axis to be about the same for all of these. So grab it just a smidge up and extrude it up. It doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. Let's see, what do I want to do with this building? They're going to be pretty darn close to each other, but I don't really necessarily want them touching. So I'm going to grab it and just kind of pull it around. Link S. Let's go this way. Let's make this guy a little bit just more just kind of do it kind of just whatever feels right in the moment is what I'm going to do, because it just needs to have some sort of texture to it. Doesn't actually matter that much because really you're not going to see much past the front of the building. Is 3 buildings going to be enough? I don't think so. So I'm going to grab this one and let's just go extrude all the way up and then pull this guy a little bit closer. A lot of it closer, huh? And let's pull it forward just so they're not too rigid and boring, I guess. I'm gonna put this guy over here and size it. Grab it and stretch it out a little bit. It doesn't actually, again, it doesn't really matter. This is just going to be a background asset, but every background makes the animation, you know what I mean? Details matter, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know where that laugh is coming from, but that's what I did. That's interesting. It's like a Teen Titans tower over here. 5 buildings, let's just duplicate this one as well and plop it over here and stretch it way out. Because I could really just duplicate these things and then flop them around and then turn them around and do things like that. So it's basically good to go. I'm gonna, let's just do a smart projection from view. Should I do that? Yeah, let's do that. And then, that should be good, actually. So let's go into the shading immediately. First, let's save this, huh? Before we get too far into it. And let's create a new folder. Where's that? Up here. Normally I would just right click, but Blender's a little bit different when it comes to stuff like that. Like, it's very specific. Buildings, background, and someone's about to get home at my current studio here, so you might hear some noise about. I might pause it here in a second, actually. Buildings, background, Skyscrapers 001. I like doing the 001 thing because it enables the possibility to change it later. I'm going to search for image texture, and let's just go ahead and immediately start with a image. Or should I mix it with some sort of texture or something? I guess I could always add this to a bump and change it that way. So I added a nothing, and it goes, Blender's like, what? You don't have anything, bucko. Blender's a cowboy. So I only have nighttime buildings, but I think that will work just fine. Got the idea, but not well executed. So, well, I want to be able to see what I'm doing, right? That's really all it is. It's just grabbing these things and then like making sure that they're aligned properly. That should do, pig. Oh, you know what would be smart? Is if I also grab the other side. That way, I don't have to deal with it later. See, like, what's this guy doing over here? That looks pretty good. It doesn't need to be super clean or anything. I'm going to do the front faces first, and then I'm going to come back and change whatever needs to be changed. That's pretty good. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect for this, because it's in the background. I'm going to grab this, blow up it over here, so there's a little bit of inconsistency. A little, not inconsistency, that's not the word I'm looking for, but so it's interesting, I guess. this is where it gets crafty. I'm gonna grab this and kind of align it to the building. Drag it down. Yeah, I can do it all the way down here. That looks really nice. The angles are a little bit weird, but that's why we're going to grab it this way. You know what? I should probably just grab it and pull it up this way. I think that looks legit. Did I do it to the other side? Yeah. Good job, me. Alright, let's align the view again. Let's see if I can edit both these buildings at the same time. That would be a time saver. I'm going to squash it down. Grab this one. Grab it up. Size it down a little bit. Let's use this same building since it seems to be working pretty well for everything else. Alright, you know what? Let's go over here. And I'm rotating it by eye because, again, it doesn't necessarily impact that much. Now, I got all that. Try and select all the sides, and then projection from view. Let's grab this entire thing and just put it right here, and that should have aligned all of them. 7 to view just the tops. I'm going to select all of them because you're barely going to see the top of these buildings. And let's project from view again. There they are. And let's see, what does the top of the building look like? In this picture, there's not really much of a top, so I'm gonna actually just use the sky. And that'll create an interesting set of color to them. Oh, this building looks weird. Did that select the other side? No. I missed a building. There we go. What are you doing? This little fella. I don't know how I missed all these. That one looks good. What's going on with this guy? Let's view it from the front, and let's project from view because it didn't get unwrapped properly. Rotate this. Looks interesting, I guess. Just trying to fix the stretches. That. Curious cat to my side. So that's what I'm looking at. I don't really like the way that this thing turned out, so I'm gonna turn it into just building over here. Let's see what that looks like, not see through. Oh, that looks like not good. That's what it looks like. Let's look at it straight on, and let's project from view again. Now, where's the rest of this? Okay, so I'm just gonna plop it on top of that. That makes sense. Alright, so that's the basic gist of what I'm working with here. I do want to add a bump, and we could just plug this directly into the height and turn that into the normal, and that kind of looks crummy, right? Turn it down quite a bit and turn this up. Since it's not quite a normal map, we want brick texture, and this should normalize that. That's absurd. That looks so crazy. Anyways, I think maybe I'll plug the alpha in instead. That just destroyed the texture. What do I really want to do here? I mean, really, it looks fine as is. I'm just being a perfectionist. This will be fine as a background building. Maybe I'll invert that. With proper lighting and everything, it will look acceptable. What happened here? There we go. I don't know. I kind of would like to fix this and make it look nicer. Since I'm going to be duplicating these buildings and using them multiple times, and they're going to be huge. Maybe I just need a little more geometry to it. At least that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just extruding little bits and pieces of this stuff just so it's not so flat. And that'll be good for catching light, and it'll add texture to the final project. I don't know. That's basically how it works. You just try something and then you're like, I bet this will look good, and then you try and you're like, that's not good at all. Like, let's try this. Just a tiny bit of added texture makes a huge difference. See, like this one looks weird. Hit G twice, grab, and that will make it so I'm not editing the map itself. Otherwise I'm pulling on the texture like that. I'm doing this so I can use the back side of each one of these, since I ended up making them look nice anyways. Making them weird at this point. Maybe that it'll help the fact that the textures are a little bit off. Straight up, that's what's up, yo. And extrude that one forward and bevel it about like that. And how about this one? Do the same thing. Let's extrude it inside and bevel that like that. Nope, I don't want to bevel this one here in the middle. How about this one? Do like this. Do them connected. And extrude. And let's just select the line on the outside and bevel it. About like that. That looks fancy. That looks fancy as hell. I don't know, alright? Don't ask, please. I beg of thee. I beg of thou. Do not inquire of my utter lack of human touch. I'm saying now. I don't like this. Do I fix it? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna leave it. Boy, that this is bothering me quite a bit. I'm gonna turn it way down so it just adds barely any texture to it. And I think that looks okay enough to throw in the background. It's gonna look a little bit weird that the lights are on, just. But for background buildings, I think this looks pretty darn good. I'm going to save a duplicate. This is a huge recommendation from me if you're building stuff inside a Blender. But I'd say that this is ready to put inside the project, and I finished this in time. It took me way longer than it should have, honestly, just because I was trying to go without using that brick texture, and I should have started with it, and I don't know. Anyways, this has been Eric Polly, 3D modeling some buildings that took, like I said, exceptionally long. I'll see you next time.